remember at the opening, I was talking to you about Pitbull,
Yeah,
right? And I was like, when you Google Pitbull, the artist Pitbull comes up first,
yeah, before the
like
dog.
before the dog, right? Which is insane, which is a testament to what Pitbull, the artist, has been able to do, right, as an artist. So what I'm saying to you is with the question mark, it could get to the point where anytime someone sees a question mark, your work is automatically associated with it. Like it could get to
Yeah,
the point where you've reinvented the question mark so well that that's the first thing people think about.
yeah. I mean, the Pitbull example, like, I mean, for him, I mean, that's just like the biggest sign of like you've made it. If
You made, yeah, exactly,
the
yeah,
fact that your artist name is Pitbull and people
yeah.
search
That's not
Pitbull
even
and
your real name.
exactly, it's not even his
If
name.
I'm a Doug, if I'm a Pitbull Doug, I'm offended.
Exactly. You're gonna be thinking, who's this guy? Like,
Yeah, who's this?
yeah,
This is not even his real name,
yeah.
but
But I mean,
people identify with him first.
it's such a testament that like you've made it because yeah, like if you're Googling Pitbull and the dog is like the second result and he's the first result, it's like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what more could you wish for? And
Yeah.
yeah, like I guess in my case, yeah, like if it gets to a point where almost like people see a question mark and like are sort of in some way even reminded of my work, then
Hmm.
again that's like a an ultimate sign of like you've kind of like quote
Yeah.
unquote made it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, even like I've had it like people already, like friends, particularly like one of our friends was like on holiday somewhere.
Hmm.
They might have been in Korea even, and they saw like a question mark on like a billboard or something, and they just took a picture of it and sent it to me. And I was like, oh, I thought
Yeah.
of you. It's
Yeah.
like kind of that's like the early stages of it. Obviously, they're friends, so they're
Yeah.
actively sort of thinking, oh, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminded me of you. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same thing. I think like
Yeah. I'm not gonna
later
lie to
on.
you. I'm not gonna lie
Mm,
to you. I was at my friend's house,
yeah,
and one of his kids has like a question mark toy.
yeah,
I was just about to take a picture of it to send to you. Something happened though. I don't know. Something
yeah,
happened where I passed out, and then I woke up. Then I ended up going home. I think I fell asleep. But I was thinking about taking a picture of it and sending it to you. So it is starting.
yeah.
That
Like
is that is
the fact
starting.
that you even had the thought, like, or that it
Yeah,
reminded you of like my work, like,
yeah.
yeah. I think yeah, because the question mark is like you don't really think of it as if you're not familiar with my work and you just think of a question mark. It's just a
Hmm.
question mark. Like it's just
Hmm.
a piece of punctuation that you use
Yeah.
when you're writing, or it doesn't have any other use other than just literally indicating a question in
Hmm.
writing. So yeah, I think I've definitely found something that I'm able to like put like my thing on. I guess like, it's like
Hmm.
my almost like my signature,
Hmm.
um, and not that like I would try and like copyright it or like because you
Hmm.
can't trademark a question mark anyway.
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't even try
Yeah.
to because it's almost the fun of it is that you know anyone can use a question mark, whether it's
Hmm.
like in like an advertisement on a billboard or
Hmm.
something,
Hmm.
and it's like, what does that actually mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
But I
actually,
think it's
you'll
how.
notice, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, go on.
you'll notice as well. Like another interesting thing about the question mark that I noticed, just even going around London, is that brands and companies who like are marketing to you and advertising, they all use question marks as a way to like to get you to remember their ad. Like
Hmm.
one of the most powerful like advertising techniques is to like it's like basic marketing, but like, they'll ask a question. So it's like you see, I think with like Coca-Cola, for example, they have
Yeah.
these the plain boards and it just says thirsty with a question mark.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
thirsty, and it's like you think, oh, am I thirsty? Or
Yeah,
it's like you'll have like fast food restaurants be like hungry, like feeling hungry,
yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Or one
So
of the most iconic ones. Got milk?
yeah, exactly. Even like you know, it's like the brand like Guess as well. Like they obviously have a
Oh
question
yeah,
mark.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I don't know if they're not really using it in the same literal way that I'm using it. It's more of like a
Mhm.
brand thing for them. But you know, maybe there's a collaboration there potentially.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I think brands are gonna come running to you at some point as time goes on because I feel like it's how you're using the question mark. Like as you said, everybody can use a question mark if they want to, but it's not necessarily about the question. It's not about creating the question mark. It's how you use the question mark, how you
Yeah,
repackage it, how you reinvent it, how you place it in different worlds, and how you tell stories with it. That's that's the that's what you have. That's the ability that you have. That's like your thing in terms of how you're using the question mark as a tool, as like a
yeah,
vehicle for that. So
yeah. There's a
yeah.
vehicle for
So
like for
so
thought and thinking.
yeah. So how like how far do you want to take it? Have you thought about that or not yet? Not really.
Well, I
Like
mean, it's
how much do you really want to expand on the question mark theme?
yeah.
Like how many places do you want to enter or tap
I think
into?
there's definitely like there's definitely things that I wanna try, and I think even just touching on like the whole working with brands and things like I think there's a lot of fun stuff that could be done there, like collaborating with brands in like campaigns and that kind of thing.
Hmm.
That sort of stuff I think is really fun and something that I want to, you know, bit by bit, you sort of build your way up, working with more
Hmm.
and more brands in that way. But um, I think one of the main things in terms of like what I want to do with the work, I definitely want to work bigger. So
Okay.
whether that's like sort of more public art installations, I think you know if you imagine the flower, for example, or like the
Hmm.
tranquil, like the question mark
Hmm.
tower. If you
Yeah.
imagine that, but like 5 meters tall, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like the work almost you're just taking it to the next level in terms of
Yeah.
the impact that that
Yeah.
has visually.
Yeah.
I think my work, the nice thing about it is that it works small scale, but it also like if you were to scale it way up, I think
Yeah.
it just takes it to a whole new level. And
You
like
know
there's a
what would
whole
be sick?
yeah
Yeah. You know what would be sick? You know